Hey guys and girls, this is Henrik Danhage from Sweden, and today we're gonna check out this fantastic Charvel guitar, the Henrik Danhage so-called signature model, which I'm very proud to show to you. So yeah, let's have a good time. This is the signature model that the Charvel built for me, and yeah, it's a great instrument. It's perfectly what I need and what I want as a guitar. Very easy, humbucker, single coil. I do the switching via the this little guy here, so it's very easy, very convenient. I wanted to have the volume out of the way, and a Floyd Rose, which is essential for me since pretty much since the first real guitar that I had. I mean, the first guitar that I had was real as well, but it wasn't any brand to talk about. So, as a matter of fact, that is a really funny story. I mean, maybe not that funny, but to me it's funny. The first guitar that I had actually had one tremolo, but it didn't have any arm. So I just took a big screw, I believe you say, not a nail, but like a screw, and just put it right in. So I had like a whammy board that was up like this. So the first guitar, I actually started to use the whammy on the first guitar for a little while, because I got it when I was 9, and it hurted my fingers so much when I played the guitar. So my dad helped me to cut off all the strings, and the next 2 years I was just in front of the mirror pretending I was Ace Frehley. So that was probably some of the best times of being. I was a rock star for 2 years, and everything that I did sounded great and looked great. So yeah, air guitar is great. Then I put on back the strings, and the work began. But it's just so I'd always had a whammy on. A little sidetrack, but the body is in ash, and I believe this is in swamp ash even. So basically, I took it because I love the way it looks, and since we were gonna have so much bare wood on the body, I thought it makes sense to have ash, because that's since all the guitars is coming like this. The cool thing is that the wood is what's gonna make every guitar look unique, because all the guitars comes with this pattern, pretty much identical, which is crazy if you think about it, that somebody's doing that. Yeah, and for the neck, it's a maple neck, 22 frets, which is very important for me. A Charvel, what I think should have 22 frets, and the nice Charvel logo. And yeah, reverse headstock just makes it a bit more wild and sexy and cool. And I mean, when I got my first custom shop, that was one of the things that I always wanted to have, a reversed Charvel headstock. You know, because I love the way it looks, and it makes the guitar a bit more radical. And Charvel tuners, what is it more? The pickups is a Siberanken JB, and this is a DiMarzio Area 67, I believe. So yeah, it's a very, what I would call like a meat and potato thing. I need a pick. I'm gonna reach over here. And yeah, this is the way that it sounds. Doesn't it sound good? Yeah, I love that. It's the neck is fantastic. It's super smooth. It's a lovely Charvel feeling on the neck, and And I really like to have it, this one is tuned in A standard. So it's a bit snappier than when you have it in drop C. It's a big difference actually. And of course a phaser is on. If you have a cool riff or a lick, let's just find something. There. It's cool, right? But with a phaser, and with the Floyd. Stays perfectly in tune, and yeah. But now I've been able to have all the 3 guitars here in the studio. Since it's such a closed environment, you can see everything hear everything very, very clearly, and that made me go with, for instance, the Dimorcio neck pickup, because it's also noiseless, which is very important for me, because you get a little hum that drives you crazy if you're sitting a couple of hours. And yes, you see, it's a shredder. It's a awesome, cool guitar. I think that's the only guitar that I'm gonna need ever. Not that I'm gonna sell more guitars, of course, but for the live thing and for all my solo stuff, this is perfect, because this has everything that I need. I don't have any plan, I just play, because that's great. Playing a wrong note, you just play it once more. And I mean, you can get that nice 80s. Right? Gonna take away the phaser, I think. Yeah, cool, huh? Why Charvel? And I mean, it's obvious why Charvel, right? Because it looks great and it plays even greater. Charvel, for me, it started with Charvel, I think 86 or 87. I remember that I got, I saw an Charvel Jackson ad in Guitar World. I think it was Yngwie Malmsteen on the cover. And I remember vaguely that Dweezil Zappa was in it as well. I was a little kid then. And all the guys that were in there was some of my favorite players, and they looked so cool, you know, with the big hairs and all the custom guitars, and it was just a mix-max, or mix-max, is that what you say? A mix of Charvel logo guitars and Jackson guitars, and I didn't know it was Steve Vai and Vinnie Vincent. Jake Lee was in it, I believe, as well. And yeah, a bunch of guys. And it was just something that I got so attracted to. It was It's the best ad I've seen in my whole life, as a matter of fact. And one day, I don't understand why you have never done that again, to be honest. This is so good. And from there, it just started, and I was always about more attracted to the Charvel logo and those kind of guitars. And for me, it was where it started with a bolt-on neck, 22 frets, Charvel logo, a Floyd, you know. Maybe some had just one humbucker, but this is what it ended up for me. So I started with Charvel in 2010. I left the company that I was working with for finally getting this, and yeah, it's been really good. And 10 years later, I'm sitting here with my own signature model. So that is pretty awesome if you think about it. I'm probably the least well-known person that has a signature model, which is cool. So the brand has always been very heavily rooted in my DNA, and with all the, you know, all the guitar players that's been using Charvel over the years and are still using. It's just always had such a huge impact on my musical life, as a matter of fact. So yeah, this feels great. After I got more involved with the guitar, I think that I was very inspired by Mattias E. Eklund, which did a lot of crazy stuff with his guitar. And at that time, I was 14, I thought, when I saw him the first time, it was amazing. You know, like... And you know what? Just for the heck of it, we're gonna put on some more delays, okay? I love this. So all that stuff and crazy tapping stuff, you know, I can't play his tapping stuff, but I love the craziness of it. And there was another dude called Henrik Danhage that did a lot of crazy stuff. He plays in Shotgun Messiahs. So those two, and I say with a bit of Andy LaRocque from King Diamond, the vibrato. I always love this vibrato, and like the shreddy stuff. So all these people lived. Ia and Andy LaRocque lived very close to me, and the other one was 2 hours away. But it was very inspiring to have these awesome Swedish dudes playing, because already at that time Yngwie was like, he was already like a superhero, you know. But yeah, very inspiring to have guys around you, and the fact that they were just so close, that they were so close, made it much more reachable and possible for me as a little dude with a big hair to like, maybe I can be a rock star as well, and take this out bigger than playing in front of the mirror at all, which I think I succeeded with it. Very good. Yeah, so what do you think? Some playing, maybe? It's a very inspiring sound just to sit like this. That's what I do a lot of times when I sit now. I just play, you know. I don't. I'm not sitting here playing in a song, so that means I don't have to care about. This sounds good. I even played wrong there, but you know what? Now I'm gonna go like this. and we go back. There's no rules, you can do whatever you want. It's your guitar, your fingers, your pick. Do whatever you want, there's no rules, you know. And the more comfortable you playing this stuff, you should just focus on that more, I think, you know, because that's what I've been doing. And I mean, you can do what you want, but it's worked very well for me, you know. Playing the best Henrik Danhage can play Henrik Danhage style. It just makes the most sense to me, you know. So, and maybe go back to some beautiful stuff. Maybe that was not the most beautiful thing, but... Neck pickup. I don't know. Yes, I know. Wrong note, but then we go. So just go with whatever you feel and just make sure that it sounds good all the time and you'll be fine. So, my solo album. For the last couple of months I've been working on it very, very hard, and I decided early on that I'm gonna name it Breaking Out. Which, breaking out all the crazy guitar playing that I have inside of me and the beautiful sounds that I wanna put on tape, and just have songs that I can do whatever I want with. Maybe just make it super nice and very, very minimal of guitars, or maybe have, I mean, we have tracks on the album that is like 100 tracks of music at this point that we're probably gonna reduce a little bit. But it just, be able to have the freedom and just to be the producer of everything and being responsible for everything that's on the song has been very, very cool, a very cool experience, and it has made me grow so much as a guitar player and even as a person. Yeah, so when it comes out, Breaking Out, I really want you to check it out, because if you like what you heard so far, you're gonna love that. It has everything: hard songs, rock songs, some nice ballads even, and some things that I would call more sound designs. Maybe that don't sound that exciting, but it's very cool. So you can find a vibe and then you just take that vibe to 10, even if it's a happy vibe or a sad vibe or a beautiful vibe, and it's been very, very cool. So I'm excited to share this with you eventually.